Tough,
Kendal,
man.
how was it facing a strip again?
It was fun. We talked a lot of smack, and it's fun to go out there and play against him.
Just playing against Chambliss, how is just how tough is that? Just
Uh,
his feet
yeah,
every time on third
he's a
down.
great quarterback. He's a great quarterback, and he made the right plays, and he got it. That's a guy that you can't let get out of the pocket. When he sits in the pocket, he makes great throws. So he's a great guy to go against and study film against because he can do it all. He makes the right reads and he has a great offensive coordinator and guy that talks to him, Lane Kiffin. So that them two they make a lot of great plays.
The just his size overall, is it tough when you're playing against somebody like that where behind the big old offensive lineman? Normally, you like your quarterbacks to be taller, but is there an advantage for his size, just kind of hiding and being able to skirt out against you guys on third down?
Well, no, I think it's really normal for quarterbacks to be that size. Uh, I feel like everybody get used to like the sellers of the world and like 6'4", but quarterbacks are they're built like he was, and he made us miss in the right spots, and he made the right throws, and he's a great quarterback, and he's uh he's got a bright future ahead of him.
As a defense,
Mm-hmm.
finally retake the lead and the crowd's into it, everybody's hype, and then you guys just give up a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
How disappointing is that just as a group with how much pride you guys have?
I feel like it's football. At the end of the day, it's just when they score, you're not excited when they score. So I just feel like I don't know, we just not in the right spot at the right time.
Do you think it's more of a passing defense issue? Is that where you guys are struggling right now, or at least in today?
I don't know. We just got to get back to the drawing board and fix the things that we need to fix and can't let guys run free and we'll get better at it.
Kendall, how important is it just the quick turnaround, rebounding
Mhm.
mentally, knowing that
Yeah.
you're going to play four straight top 25
Yeah.
games, finish after this?
I feel like that's the biggest part. You're in the SEC now. I had to get used to it. Playing top 10, top 25 teams every week. You have to be able to let it go, the good and the bad. Every week is the biggest game of the year. So we just got to get back and work harder and get back to the drawing board and go down to Knoxville, and it's gonna be fun. I love going away games. Sorry, but more than home games, it's just fun. So it'll be fun going down there and and playing in that atmosphere.
Did your experience at OSU last year with the way you guys finished the season help you maybe in terms of knowing how to bounce back?
No, you never get used to losing. I feel like that. At the end of the day, you don't like losing, and I've lost some in my career, but it never gets easier. I feel like it hurts. This team they came here and they treated me so well, so I want to do so much for them, so it hurts. It doesn't get any easier, you know.
What's y'all's process moving forward? I mean, you talked about having to play those four teams coming up.
Mm-hmm.
What are the next couple of days look like for you all?
I feel like they have to look like progress. We have to get better every week. We have to get better, and we just got to keep going forward, put one foot in front of the other. So I feel like coming back as a team, and on Monday we have to fix the corrections and come in. We can't come in, quiet and everybody's down like it was a funeral. It's football. We only get four more of these as well, we get five, promise. But we have to come in and see the good and the bad, and you have to take the ugly with the pretty, and you have to get back and you have to make the right changes. You have to be able to take coaching. You can't come in and be mad because coach is cussing you out because you messed up on a play. And, it's the SEC, so when you mess up, it's consequences. So you have to be able to take the coaching from coaches, and you got to be able to look at yourself in the mirror and make the change.
Kendall, you referenced four left in the regular season, four really tough ones.
Yeah.
What's the challenge going into this home stretch?
I don't feel like it's the SEC. I feel like everybody's going through. We have I wouldn't say hard schedule. We just have a good schedule. We have really good opponents that we play, and it's fun football. I wouldn't rather be anywhere else. So I feel like with it being the four good teams, it's gonna be more fun. I hate playing games where that like your opponent isn't up to caliber with you. But when you go into games like Tennessee and all them guys, it's nothing like it. I played football. I played college football for a long time, and this season has been the most fun just because every week, you're playing the best teams. So I feel like these next 4 games are gonna be really fun and see how far this team can come.
How cool was it seeing the game that Xavier had today? Just as another Oklahoma kid having an impact on this team.
Yeah, I always told Xavier his time will come. He runs hard, and I play with a guy who runs like that. I don't like to say his name in this building, but I feel like when he runs and he gets loose and I always told him just keep your head down and keep running. His size and his strength and his speed. He's one of our fastest running backs at a big size. So it's fun going against him every day, and he's a great kid, and I love him. And I just feel like he stepped up in a big way today.
Awesome. Thank you guys.